Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Whitley, and today we are doing August TBR with TBR Chutes and Ladders. So I know it has been a few months. I don't really have any excuses, just haven't been feeling my best lately, so I took a couple months off. Like I said at the beginning of the year, can I promise you consistent content? No, I cannot. But I will do what I can because I love making these videos. And I am super excited about today's video because I am pretty sure I'm about to win this TBR Chutes and Ladders, and that means I get to do a book haul. Super exciting. So if you are new here, I will quickly go over the rules of TBR Chutes and Ladders. So I will roll a d6 5 times. If I hit a ladder, it is a mood read. I can read whatever I want. If I hit a slide, I have to do the prompt above and below the slide, adding a book to my TBR for that month. And there are 5 different colored squares I can land on, each one pertaining to a pile of prompts that I have. Purple cards are just random prompts. Blue cards have settings, yellow cards have themes, pink cards have rep, and green cards have genres. I really think we're going to hit the book haul this month, so super excited. Let's see if we can get past this last slide, and let's get into the rolls. Okay guys, we have one more slide to avoid before we get to that book haul. Let's see if we can make it happen this month. Roll number 1. 2. Cat chooses. So roll number 1 is a purple. Still not past the slide, but didn't hit it, so off to a good start. Let's see what Spasmo chooses for me this month. She knows as soon as I open the pack. Okay. Let's see if I can get these laid down before she comes and attacks. Okay. It looks like she picked Act Your Age Eve Brown. Thank you, baby. And the first book added to the August TBR is Act Your Age Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. I am so excited to get into this book. I was really hoping she would choose this one, so really happy with her choice. I read Take a Hint Dani Brown last month and absolutely adored it. And I also read Get a Life Chloe Brown last year and loved that one as well. So I have very high hopes for Act Your Age Eve Brown, which is the last book in the Brown Sister trilogy. In this, we follow the last and youngest Brown sister, Eve, and she is kind of a hot mess. So in order for her parents to try to force her to grow up, her parents kind of cut her off and tell her that she needs to figure out what she wants to do with her life and get a job. And when she shows up to this B&B to interview for a chef position, she meets Jacob, who seems to be Eve's polar opposite, always in control, perfectionist, and this owner of the B&B wants nothing to do with Eve's chaotic energy. But when Eve accidentally hits him with her car and breaks his arm, he is clearly going to need help around the B&B. And Jacob absolutely hates everything about it. Or he should. But the more time that they seem to spend together, the more their animosity kind of turns towards a romance. And I am so excited. I cannot wait to start this. Roll number 2. And reminder, I do not have to get exact spaces. If I get over the allotted amount, I will just circle the board. So let's see if we can do it. 5! We did it, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is green. And we have won the game. Retelling or inspired by? Roll number 2. We did it. Got past the slide. Got the book haul. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to think of all of the books that I need. And for this roll, I landed on a retelling or inspired by. I am going to go with Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. This is the first book in the Wicked Villain series where we follow Disney characters if the protagonist were to end up with the villain, and it is all set in this like underground kinky sex club. And this first one follows Jasmine and Jafar. So Jafar has taken over Jasmine's castle and has offered her a choice. Walk away with nothing but her freedom, no money, no trust fund, just her and her freedom, or rise to his challenge and deal with him and win her fortune back. Of course, she takes his challenge and she loses, so she is now Jafar's. And I'm pretty sure there's like some serious BDSM that's going to be going on here. And Jasmine wants to pretend that she's not enjoying it, but she totally is. But even though she is enjoying the pleasure and the punishment, she is still willing to do anything she can to obtain her freedom. even betray the man that she may be falling for. I actually read A Smutty Beauty and the Beast retelling a couple months back and I really enjoyed it. It's not by the same author, but I've read Katie Robert before and was super impressed, so really excited to get into this series. I am actually really looking forward to the second book in the series, which follows Hades and Meg. I am not a huge fan of Jafar. He is definitely not one of my favorite villains, so I'm hoping that I can enjoy the book and like his character in this book and not just picture that gangly, ugly cartoon character from Aladdin. But we'll see how this goes. I've loved everything that I've read from Katie Roberts so far, so high hopes. Roll number 3. That is a 6. And that is a pink. Disability rep. Roll number 3 landed on Disability Rep. And for this, I will be reading The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. In this, we follow Stella Lane, who is a 30-year-old woman who has a very successful career, but in doing so, that hasn't left her much room in her life for dating. It also doesn't help that she has Asperger's, so she does not do social encounters well, especially dating, and that is why she enlists the help of a professional. And in comes Michael Fan, a Vietnamese-Swedish male escort. And he agrees to help Stella check off all of her boxes on her lessons plan, containing everything from foreplay to more than missionary. And before long, as most stories go, the more time that they spend together, the more Stella starts to catch feelings for this guy that she's never felt before. I've actually never read a book with Asperger's representation or anyone on the autism spectrum, actually, so I'm really looking forward to reading about this new representation, which is what this category is all about. Roll number 4. A 2. And that is another green. Young adult fantasy. Roll number 4 landed me on a YA fantasy, and I am so ready for this one. For this, I will be reading Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 3rd/4th book in the Throne of Glass series. I have spoken about this series on my channel before, so I will keep this brief. In this series, we follow our main character, Selena Sardothian, who is an assassin and has been offered her freedom by the king who imprisoned her by competing in a competition to become the new king's assassin. I have been enjoying my read through this series so much. I actually read Throne of Glass last year and decided to reread it again just to refresh myself for the series, and I actually started with Assassin's Blade, which is a prequel book, which is why I say that this is kind of like the 3rd/4th book. It's 3rd in publication, but 4th chronologically, and that is how I read it as well, Assassin's Blade first, which would make this the 4th book for me. So much crap is going down, and I just cannot wait to continue the series. And the last roll, a 4. That is another green. Greens are popular. Paranormal. And last but not least, we have a paranormal book. For this, I will be reading Kill Creek by Scott Thomas. So in this, we follow 4 of America's most popular horror authors, and they agree to spend Halloween night in one of the country's most infamous haunted houses. What begins as a simple publicity stunt actually ends up as a fight for survival. They have unknowingly awakened this entity that will follow and torment them. She just does not care. And they have to fight for their lives to try to not just become another piece of the bloody legacy that is Kill Creek. Again, super excited to get into this one as well. It sounds super creepy, and haunted houses are legit one of my biggest fears, which I shouldn't be excited to read about, but I really am. So that is it. That is my August TBR. We did it, guys. We beat TBR Chutes and Ladders. Next month, I'll just go ahead and start from where we left off. And after I get my book haul, I will again be on a book buying ban until we get to that spot again. Let me know your book recommendations down below. Let me know if there's a book that I need to get. I am so excited to get into these books this month. Glad to be back filming this TBR for you guys. I hope you have a great reading month as well. And as always, have a great day, a great week. Continue to stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.